Alright, y'all. Got kind of busted by my mom for my YouTube video. Says it was unprofessional if someone were to hire me. But I already had that laid out. So y'all ain't got to worry about that. Videos will keep coming up. This one goes out to my girl Trouble. She wants to know, why do boys use girls? And let me tell you, sometimes it can go both ways. The girl can be using the guy for something. The guy could be using the girl for something. It can go either way. It's not a sexist thing. But I'll tell you a story real quick. I was 15 years old, 9th grade. You know, just same bullshit, different time period. So I was with this girl, and she goes by Emily now. Don't remember her actual name, but whatever. So yeah, me and her were together for a while. And let me tell you, she was kind of using me. After a while, we were dating for like 4 months. After a while, she started using me to get to my best friend. So when I found out, I was like, alright, I'm going to do the same thing to you. So I started hooking up on her best friend. So eventually, we broke up. I ended up with her best friend. It was cool. It lasted for a pretty good while, all the way up until she moved. And then Gabe, my homeboy, ended up with my ex, and they didn't last at all. She was always like being jealous, and he eventually got sick of it. So they broke up. She left, and yeah, that was about that. And so yeah, that's a case of where people use each other. Now, some guys and fellas, if you're guilty, you know this. Some guys actually do use women. And it's not right. Well, not women, girls. But to keep it all real, women, young women, it's all the same. So, yeah. So, my top 3 reasons is, I don't know if I have a top 3 reasons for this, but if you're a boy using a girl, you ain't acting right. You need to get your shit together and start treating girls with the respect they deserve. Now, let me tell you, you should hold women in a high respect anyway. Because where did y'all come from? A woman who birthed you and held you in their body for 9 months and then pushed your big ass head out of a tiny ass hole. Your mom. What is your mom? A woman. And I guarantee you don't use your mom. Because if you're using your mom, you're stupid. You're just asking for trouble. So, keep it real. No, I got top 3 reasons. Top 3 right now. Starting with 3. Probably because, again, media. Media. You see it on, like, various TV shows. You can catch it in freaking, like, Jersey Shore. I mean, like Ronnie. All he was doing, he was using other girls to get Sam jealous, and there you go. Prime example. They say, oh, if I hook up with an ex of mine, I can make this girl jealous. And then she'll want to be back with me. And that's their master plan. I'm going to tell you, sometimes that shit don't work. All that does is get you in even more trouble. For example, my friend found out his girl was cheating on him. So he hooked up with an ex. Let me tell you, his girlfriend had a 250-pound brother who's a football player. And one day, caught the brother on a bad day, caught him with the other girl, and the brother beat his ass. Like, gave him a black eye. Just fucking, I don't even remember what he did to him, but he came to school with a black eye the next day, and I asked him, what happened? And he's like, I hooked up with an ex, just hanging out, nothing happened, but her brother caught me, and he beat my ass. And I was like, there you go. That's why you got your ass beat, because you're messing around. So, second reason, again, not again, but that's just how shit flies sometimes. Like, you can't really tell unless you actually get in there and know the boy, you know what I'm saying? So I say, before y'all even do anything, talk to each other. Like, just go to like a movie, go to a damn Starbucks and talk. You ain't even gotta kiss. You can just talk, and y'all should be able to figure it out from there. Number one, it's probably in their DNA. I don't know, but it might be just something that they see at home. Maybe the dad's a cheating scumbag, and he uses all the girls on the planet to do whatever the fuck he wants with. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I had my fair share of that growing up. I'm not gonna get into it. It's backstory. Don't really like doing backstory. Can't do backstory. But yeah, my pops used to. He still does it to this day, and he's always like, wherever he goes, he's hooking up on somebody. Like, even when he came down here to visit me, he called me one day and said, "Hey, you want to go to the swap meet?" I said, "Cool." So the next day, I'm supposed to go to the swap meet. I had a long day at Bellows Paintball, best paintball field ever, by the way. And nigga was sore. So I was like, so he calls me like, "Hey, you want to go?" So I'm on the phone. I'm awake. I'm not half asleep. And I hear a girl say, "Oh, who's that?" And I was like, "Oh." In my head now, I'm still holding the phone to my ear. I'm like, "Oh, you got a girl with you? Well, aren't you married? That ain't right." So I didn't go to the swap meet with him that day. And the next thing I know is his wife is calling me because he hasn't answered his phone that day. I don't know what he's doing, but I guarantee he's using women because he's married, got a kid with this girl, and yeah, there you go. Awkward. I don't know how to spin it. But girls, keep it real. If you think a guy is right for you, he's not gonna use you. He's not gonna abuse you. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna treat you like the best thing he's ever had in his life. And you might find him, you may not find him. But hey, you never know.